What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to be going over branding. What is branding? How do you set up your brand? Why is it important? All of the above. So to start, what are the key elements of branding? Number one, we have logo. What your logo looks like matters. Number two, your color scheme. Number three, we got your tagline and slogan. Number four, your brand voice. How do you communicate on your website, your social media posts? What does your slogan say about you? Your brand voice matters. Number five, customer experience. Number six, we got visual identity. These are the key elements of branding, and every single one is super important. So right now, we're going to take a quick look into some good examples of branding that I like. One that's super common that everybody knows about is Tesla. Tesla's done an amazing job with their branding. They run 0 ads, but they're absolutely booming. Why is that? It's because they've done a really good job with their branding. From the logo, to the slogan, to the color scheme, to the design of their cars, all of the above, right? And the cars are completely different from every other car, so they automatically stand out. But not only that, how they present themselves, how Elon presents himself, how the openness and the communication with the company, how you always know, or at least you feel like you know what's going on. They built a really, really good reputation for themselves. And now it's, when you hear the name Tesla, everybody knows what it is, right? It stands out. It's different than the rest. And so they've done a really, really good job with their branding. Another good example from a company that probably not many of you guys have heard about, I actually just came across them the other day because I was having to order some stickers from my business. It's a company called Sticker Mule. And right when I got on the website, the bright orange caught my eye, the brown, it was a little bit different, right? It was different than a lot of the other websites that I normally come across. And then right at the top, the first line caught my eye. It was an attention grabber, custom printing that kicks ass. I was like, kicks ass, like they're not afraid to swear on here, you know? But it was the position that they took, and it makes sense with their logo. They got a donkey on here. And then even when I opened the package, when it showed up to the house, I can't remember what it said on the back, but it said something along the lines of like, kick the shit, blah, blah, blah. You know, so they've taken a position to where they're funny and witty and they can get away with using swear words, but it's in a way that it's not crude and it stands out, and their company is just easily identifiable because not many companies are taking that stance. And so when I hear Sticker Mule or I see this logo or slogan, I'll know exactly who it is because it's different than the rest, right? And they also did a really good job at providing good customer service, and the product showed up. It was high quality, and I'd recommend using them to anybody else. So they're a great company. That's just a little example of what good branding looks like. All right, if we come back here. So how do we set up our branding? How do we go about it? Where do we start? Number one is going to be to understand your target audience. I want you guys to research your market. Dive deep into who your target audience is. I need you considering their age, their gender, their preferences, their needs, and even their lifestyle, okay? Number two, we need to be identifying their pain points. You need to align your branding with solutions to your audience's problems or desires. We also need to be doing competitor analysis. So look at the branding styles of competitors to find gaps and unique angles that you can take that's going to help emphasize your position in the market. Number two, we got to define your brand's core elements. So what's your brand mission? Outline what your business stands for and its core purposes beyond just selling products. Are you about sustainability, innovation, or luxury? We're also going to need to dive deep into brand voice and personality. So decide on the tone and style of communication. So this is going to impact everything from your website copy to social media posts. You also need a USP, which is a unique selling proposition. Identify what makes your brand different from the competition. This unique trait should be a focal point of your branding. And then number three, we need to choose a brand color palette. Now this really, really matters because colors signify emotion, and sometimes they provoke different emotions out of people, right? So there's a lot of color psychology. I don't want you guys getting too hung up on branding to the point where you're like, I got to dive so deep into it that you never get anywhere. But I also want you guys to take enough time to where you're really thinking about it, putting forth some effort, because it'll help you in the long run. So color psychology. Each color conveys a different emotion. For instance, blue often represents trust and calmness. Green is associated with growth and health. Red, it conveys energy and passion. And then I want you to limit the palette. So stick to 2 to 3 main colors to keep your brand cohesive and avoid overwhelming your audience. If you're choosing more than 2 or 3 colors, people are going to get overwhelmed, and it can just be a lot, right? A lot in your face all at once. It's like, what's going on here? So also feel free to test your colors. Try your colors on a sample logo, a website mock-up, social media to see how they translate across all platforms. So you can even make a social media post. You can post on your story, be like, hey, you know, here's my new logo. Do you like this logo? Out of these 3, which ones would you guys pick? Also, what about these color schemes? Boom, boom, boom. And get some feedback. So feedback is always good because Sometimes I think in our heads, we'll think that, oh yeah, this is a great idea, or this looks so good. But then from 10 other people's opinions, 6 of them are going to be like, actually, I don't like that, and I would rather go with this. And you're like, you know what? Okay, that wins. So don't be afraid to test it. Number 4 is to craft a memorable logo. Simple is always going to be better. So avoid clustered designs. Think of some of the world's most iconic logos, the Nike swoosh. You got Apple's logo, McDonald's arches. Simple logos are memorable and versatile. Also, make it scalable. Your logo should look great on everything from a small social media profile picture to a larger poster. Aim for a design that's flexible in size and maintains clarity. Use typography wisely. If your logo does include text, try to choose fonts that reflect your brand's personality. Modern and sans serif fonts can give a clean, minimal feel, while serif fonts might convey tradition and reliability. So even, as far as typography and fonts, that matters, and that's also going to bring out a different feel or tonality to the business. So consider icon versus text. Some logos work as pure icons like Apple's, some use text like Coca-Cola's, and some blend both like Adidas. Decide based on your brand style and how you want to be recognized. Number 5, create a mood board. I'm going to give an example of this after I kind of go over this, but start by gathering inspiration. Use platforms like Pinterest to collect examples of logos, colors, fonts, and branding styles that you like. This is going to help clarify your vision. I can't stress this enough. Just take 10, 20 minutes, hop on Pinterest, create kind of a mood board. What do you want your brand to be about? What's the feel? What's the colors? Is it modern? Is it boho-y? Is it masculine? Does it have more of that feminine vibe? So all of this is going to play a factor. So go create a mood board. I just hopped on here to Google. I kind of typed in teal, blue, and black color board branding. This just kind of gives some examples of like a couple color boards here. We've got these, all these colors could be used. Those are nice colors. We have a little mood board here with a bunch of different things. Obviously, like this isn't something I would personally use, but this is an example of like a mood board, right? This could be some girl's mood board for her business. And this is the feel she wants to convey. If we keep scrolling down here, we have more mood boards. Go ahead, hop on Pinterest, give yourself 10 or 20 minutes, go create one of those boards. Choose your colors and get some pictures that you feel resonate with your business. This is going to help you kind of maintain a cohesive look and try to maintain that look throughout your website, throughout your ads, throughout your social media. Try to have everything have that cohesive feel. So when people think of your brand, they're like, oh, yeah, that made me feel this way, right? So doing that's going to be really good. Identify common themes. Look for common themes in your inspiration board, certain colors, shapes, or styles that might stand out to you as to what you want to replicate. Draft different versions. Create multiple versions. Don't just do it one time. Like, yep, it's done. Again, maybe make 2 or 3 versions. Throw it on your story. Get some feedback. See what people really like, and go from there. Number 6, you could hire a designer. If you struggle with design, it's not your forte. You don't know what you're doing. You're not good at using Canva yet. Don't be afraid to hire a professional. If your budget allows it, a designer could bring expertise to create something unique and polished. You can use platforms like Fiverr and Upwork that can help you find affordable designers. Those are great tools. DIY tools. If you're on a budget, tools like I just said, Canva, Luca, and Logo Maker provide templates and easy design features to create a professional looking logo on your own. Get feedback and iteration. Same thing I've been telling you guys throughout this whole time. Post on your story. Ask your family. Ask your friends. Get feedback. And then number 7, consistency is key. Brand guidelines. Once you settle on your branding elements, create guidelines for your logos, colors, typography, and tone of voice. Again, this is just going to ensure that all of your content from your website to your social media posts maintain a cohesive look and feel. Just stay true to your brand. Consistency is going to build trust every time. So I promise you guys, if you take the time to do this, make it an importance, it's going to help you in the long run, and it's going to be able to separate you from the rest. What's going to make you guys different from all the other competitors? Because in every single niche, unless you're crazy lucky and you're the pioneer of whatever you're doing, there's going to be competition, and you want to stand out. You want to be different. You want to have a good vibe. So again, don't overthink it. Just get it done, but make sure it's a priority. So that's branding. We'll see you guys in the next video.